Hello, bitches!
In a world where chaos meets creativity and goats are cancelled, one man dares to be a musical sensation while wearing your grandpa's Sunday best. From the moment he was farted out into this world, Tyler the Creator had one goal in his mind: to destroy everything. And have balls in between his gap tooth. I'm your host, Saint Hilarious, and I'm the one that's going to be taking you up close and personal with the man himself. And today's guest is none other than Tyler the Creator.
Oh, you want me to sit down? Yo, he's just such a sad Okay. I haven't felt this comfortable ever since Camflogno 2011.
Before he would sell 500,000 units first week, become DJ Khaled's arch nemesis, and collaborate with Converse and Clark's Wallabies, Tyler was just, well, himself.
Oh, and I designed this for Clark's Wallabies, Golfwang Media, golfwang.com, Le Fleur. Before we start with this interview or documentary or whatever, I can't just sit here, like I have ADHD, I need to move around, back in California, Ladera Heights, I used to go around in bicycles with white boys and shit. I still do it to this day, but I gotta get up, and really tell you my story. Hashtag Chromakopia, thanks for streaming. #1 on streaming.
He spent most of his childhood in the Ladera Heights of California, which is like the Beverly Hills of black excellence, where instead of having paparazzi, we have nosy neighbors peeking through your blinds. But that's not where the story begins.
You want to ask about my childhood? I had the best childhood ever, even though, things between me and my dad didn't work out. My mom said I met him once when I was 12. I'm actually stoked that he's not around, Otherwise, I wouldn't have been doing this shit. I would have got a normal job, went to college, make me do something that I really didn't want to do in the first place, I was like, fuck that. I'm just going to do what I want to do.
Did you ever meet your father?
I think I did at 12, supposedly, but I don't really know. That's what my mom said, but nah, dude, I'm stoked. I would have went the normal college route and like a lot of other people.
So you're not angry?
I'm so stoked my life panned out how it was.
I just wanted to curate things and make things. I just loved making things, I was really stoked about doing things. I learned to play the piano in middle school, bro. Other kids were doing calculus and, multiplication tables, doing sport. I was kicked out of all those clubs, I was kicked out of the drama club. I was kicked out of the sports club. I couldn't play hockey.
8th grade, I tried out for drama club. I got in and got kicked out within an hour because she said I was too hyper. I was standing on chairs, definitely, but I still think that I should have stayed in there. 9th grade, they wouldn't let me join band class because I couldn't read music. But I still had the passion, and I'm on 2 instruments now, picking up a 3rd. But when all that happened, I said, fuck them.
Some people said I was too dark to do certain things. On picture day, I was too dark, so they had to add contrast, all this stuff. Break bread with friends and family, except my father. I ain't breaking shit with him. You don't deserve shit.
Before having a thing for white boys, Tyler was always deeply immersed into the performing arts and music, but was often deemed too hyper, which led him to being kicked out of these groups faster than Donald Trump sweeps away illegal immigrants.
CNN, listen to me and listen to me very closely. Last week I was abducted by a group of aliens. I think we need to send these aliens home. It was a group of Chinese and the Mexicans. They're the ones behind this. I think we need to send them home. Imagine, they abducted me to test their newly curated virus. I think we need to send them home. Non-negotiable, I should have just built that wall.
Tyler was brought into this world by a Canadian-American mother and a Nigerian father who pulled the biggest disappearing act of the 21st century. This affected Tyler quite a lot, to the point where he named his debut album Bastard, which literally means child born to unmarried parents. It was eventually acknowledged by Pitchfork a year later. This was the very first sign that Tyler didn't care too much about being normal and cared more about what's being real, and what's more real than calling yourself a bastard.
Oh, you mean like the Odd Future days? Don't you dare ask me about Frank Ocean. I don't know what that nigga's doing. I don't even know what that nigga's doing. Everybody just asks me, oh, Frank Ocean this, Frank Ocean this. Man, suck my dick, man. Come on, man. You know, like, you know, the Odd Future thing. Like, I really started doing businesses and like since I was 16 years old. You know, like I really been in this shit. You know, since like 2011. You know, I've been the guy. I've been doing this. You know, Earl Sweatshirts, I don't mean RG, you know, all these niggas, you know, like, yeah, sorry, man, I'm just like my ADHD. I went to Baskin Robbins right before this interview, so like.
Odd Future exploded into the scene with their antics, and to follow that up, Tyler released a music video for Yonkers, which would serve as the first installment for his next project, Goblin, which was released in 2011. This album would skyrocket him into the mainstream, including singles such as She, which is still being streamed to this day.
The blinds wide open so he can see you in the dark when you're sleeping. Naked body, fresh out the shower, and you touch yourself after hours. Laying loud in your bedroom, you're sleeping alone in your bed.
With Goblin, I was just having fun. I wasn't really thinking about it at all. You know, I was just a teenager. I just curated my own band, Odd Future, you know, Odd Future, Wolfgang Kill 'Em All. It's gonna be like that till the day I retire, you know. All those snares, all those drums, that was really me on a cracked version of Fruity Loops. How do you like that, DJ Khaled? I mean, I don't really like talking about my Goblin years because, like, I was just a child doing the most radical shit.
Bro,
you know,
Goblin is fucking terrible. But I still love it, hearing my wonky synths and gross drums and me not realizing I'm yelling on every song and saying the most wild shit is what got people there. It's not about the music.
After his first taste of musical success, Tyler would feature in an Adult Swim sketch comedy series, Loiter Squad, alongside his Odd Future counterparts, in which they were just being, well, themselves.
I'm an eagle. You're not an eagle.
After Goblin, Tyler realized that he needed to evolve. Earl Sweatshirt had just returned from Samoan exile. Frank Ocean hopped out of the closet about his sexuality in a heartfelt Tumblr note and released the Grammy Award-winning Channel Orange. However, this is around the time when Tyler was banned from the UK, Australia, and New Zealand in response to his lyrics allegedly promoting violence and homophobic misconduct.
You know, some of my lyrics are made banned in like UK and Australia, but I don't care. Whoever that woman was, like, I know she's pissed right now that I'm headlining shows over there.
And I want to give a special shout out to someone who I hold dear to my heart who made it where I couldn't come to this country 5 years ago. I know she's at home pissed off. Thank you, Theresa May.
Can we get this interview like going, because like I need to like perform for Camp Flog now, and you know, like I sleep early and my routine, you know, you get what I mean, right? I'm not trying to sound like a New Yorkie or something, you know. I just really have a tight schedule. You get it?
Well, and that's when Wolf, his coming of age album, released as a response to critics and people that found his demeanor offensive. This was the album where he began to give us, well, more Tyler, with songs such as I Effing Hate You, which has a bit of Neptune's influence, while actually a lot, because those synths were definitely found under Pharrell's hat.
My facts. I love you.
Wolf, that's an interesting take actually. Wolf was actually just about, you know, self-discovery. On the album cover, I'm just out there on my bicycle, you know, riding and this shit. It's sort of like it should have made sense, but at the same time, like the lyricism had to be immaculate, because I was trying to get on Earl's level, you know, Earl Sweatshirt, like he's really goated, like you should check him out, like he's my nigga for real, you know, Earl Sweatshirt, me and him go back in the day, even though his moms was angry about me, you know, bringing him into the Odd Future Wolf gang, and then it all started this hashtag Free Earl campaign, you know.
Excuse me, mister, but can you please turn
Ah, Cherry Bomb. This album seemed like it was just made to make your eardrums question their entire existence. People didn't know whether to love it or hate it, but Tyler, he didn't care that much. In fact, he probably liked the fact that you hated it.
Oh yeah, oh, you're right. Cherry Bomb was my least, you know, favorable album by critics, and it also made the least money, but like, I really don't, and listen to me when I say this, I really don't like give a shit because I actually like enjoyed like curating every element of the album. You know, I mixed jazz, hip hop, you know, electro, all those elements. I was just throwing everything towards the wall, you know.
Death Camp sets the tone.
Excuse me, mister, but can you please turn down the lights? I don't really like all these cameras, man, and this shit just don't feel right.
Effing Young would mark the first of many collaborations with Hillary-ous and Charlie Wilson.
Girl, you're perfect, but you're too fucking young. So when temptation calls, I'll never pick up.
A conversation with his idol, Pharrell Williams, would later change the way he curates his music, which gave birth to the Flower Boy era, in which Tyler literally blossomed from his angsty teenage self to a world-renowned musician.
My name is Pharrell Williams. I'm a musician, perpetual student.
So it's this European tour we're doing.
Make something undeniable and make it equally as infectious.
Okay, no more being silly, no more music first. And at that moment, we went home. I just wanted to change everything. I just wanted to switch, and the switch fucking happened.
This album featured his first radio hit, See You Again, alongside Hillary-ous.
Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go and I don't know if I'ma see you again.
911, which is an interpolation of the Gap Band's Misunderstanding, with chilling vocals from Steve Lacy and a Frank Ocean feature.
Me sometime. Please make my line. You know I'll answer.
Boredom further emphasizes that this album isn't just about his sexuality or finding himself, also the crippling loneliness he felt, especially since the Odd Future Collective is basically disbanded.
Flower Boy was actually like a tipping point in my career, you know, because like I was just really adding all the elements that I had learned prior. Yeah, See You Again was actually my first song to actually be played on the radio. You know, shout out to P. You know, if it wasn't for P, I wouldn't have made that album. You know, I would have been like, oh, people are gonna think this sucks. Oh, they're gonna think I'm gay. But then P told me you can do it, and boy, did I believe him.
But nothing could prepare the world for what was about to come next, Igor, just when we thought you couldn't get any gayer. An album that reshaped everything we knew about Tyler's evolution, a symphony of heartbreak, love, and seriously, what was going on with his hair? Produced solely by himself, this album features guest appearances from all corners of the music world, kicking off with Igor's theme, which sets the tone for this conceptual loop.
You know, I decided to release Igor to piss y'all homophobes off, you know. You know, people thought, oh, he was gay because of Flower Boy, and I was like, absolutely not. And then I went full on gay and released Igor, which happened to win me a Grammy. But like, I'm not really doing it for the Grammy because they put me in the wrong category and stuff. You know?
And I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me. Half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, oh, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it.
I'm gonna still take it, of course, just to piss DJ Khaled off, you get what I mean? Cause his thing was always being number one and being the best, we the best music. And you know, I came there, you know, this weird nigga from like California, people think I was gay and shit, and I still came and f***ed it up, and I'm still here right now. You know, DJ Khaled can suck my...
That sat with him, because his whole identity is we the best, we the number one. And when the underdog to him took that away from him, the nigga ego was deflated.
Earthquake is the few of its kind to blend in a neo-soul veteran and a rapper who has his own language.
For real this time. Cause you made my earthquake. Oh, you made my earthquake. Don't leave, it's my fault. Don't leave, it's my fault. Don't leave, it's my fault.
about your thoughts. Call me if you get lost, bitch.
And then the unexpected happened. Tyler took us from LA to Europe. We went from Igor to Call Me If You Get Lost, a more luxurious, mature, and frankly expensive sound. This is Tyler's most braggadocious album, in which he felt like he needed to talk about his lifestyle with extensive detail. To add to the appeal of the album, Tyler would open up both Le Flair pop-up shops filled with his luxury wardrobe designs. Tyler would then win his second Grammy Award for this pure hip-hop album, but he didn't stop there.
You know, the funny thing about Call Me If You Get Lost is that I actually fucking hate calls. You know, like, stop calling me and stuff, you know, like, I hate that shit. You know, Kendall's always calling me. She ain't got no ass. She ain't got no backbone, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Call Me If You Get Lost was just me, literally, you know, like, you know, sucking my own dick, you know, you get what I mean? You know, like, I still rock my Ushankas here and there, you know, like, I still have my pins and brooches. You get like a Courage to Call It dog pin. And yeah, I really love like the finest things in life, you know, like especially that sweet ice cream, you know, like Baskin Robbins. Like, I love the smallest shit in life. I don't know about this coke and, you know, this weed that these kids are trying nowadays. You know, like, I just love the luxury, like the traveling, the passports and stuff. You know, I just love that kind of life. You get what I mean?
A random interview with Nardwuar a year and a half later, Tyler would have a conversation with Nardwuar about how he feels about releasing albums on a Monday rather than on a weekend. Chromakopia was then rolled out in late 2024, all in 1 week, only to release on a random Monday.
You know, Chromakopia was just to prove that I can release an album on a Monday and still make it hot. You know, like, I mean, shout out to everybody that did the streaming, you know, shout out to everybody that bought the vinyls and everything, but it was really so African inspired, you know, like my roots, you know, like my ancestors, you know, shout out to everybody, you know, songs like Him, which is viral on TikTok. I hate TikTok, but shout out to you TikTok kids. Yeah, that was really an amazing album. Like, I really enjoyed making it. Shout out to Willow, man, and Daniel Caesar.
How's a gun dog? Feel like Coliseum. Peace that I could do it too, and boy did I believe her. I built a path to freedom, cause the words that he said. Give a fuck about traditions, I've been president dead. I'm gon' make it out, promise I'm gon' make it out. Mama, I'm gon' make it out, pussy, I'm gon' make it out. I ain't never had a doubt inside me, and if I ever told you that I did, I'm fucking lying. Can you feel the love?
And you know, who told you that bitch is fire. You know, that bitch is fire. Shout out to the Swamp Princess. Yeah, I'll be lonely with these Grammys. I even said it in the song, you know, I'll be lonely with these Grammys as time goes by, you know.
Tyler spends the album modulating his shine, dimming it when he takes accountability, and lighting it up like a supernova when it's time to remind everyone that he could be in the big three if he wanted to. I went into full detail in this album on a previous video, so you can check that out if you're interested.
Oh, you still shooting the interview? I thought we were done. Like, oh, I'm really into these flowers though. Like, yeah, these are fucking beautiful. You know, I'm really into this. You know, like, but yeah, man. Like, shout out to you, man. Hey, man, I really gotta perform. You know, like, I sleep at 9 o'clock, and you know, and if you dare ask me about Frank Ocean, I'ma fucking attack you. Okay, stop asking me about Frank Ocean. Yeah, shout out. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. This is Tyler, the masturbator. You know, thanks for having me on.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Hillary-ous Network, and thanks for joining us. We just had a lovely interview with Tyler the Creator, and those of you that missed it, be sure to catch us next week, same time, same place, where we'll be interviewing someone totally new, someone definitely not from California this time. And yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment down below who you want to see me talking to next, live on the Saint Hillary-ous Network. My name is Saint Hillary-ous, and I make fun of pop culture because therapy is too expensive. Thanks for watching. I really spent some time with this, you know. getting the voices done, you know, singing the actual songs, using my own voice to lay the instrumental so that I don't get copyrighted. You know, it really took a long time to make this video, so I really hope you like it. And if you do, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, you know, leave a comment down below, you know, on your experiences and whatever you want to say. You know, we can have a conversation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it if you made it this far. Peace.